in a world. What up, Amelia? Yeah. We just rocked out with StreamYard. Haven't got to set everything up. So yeah, I just think this is a cool idea. I stayed up way too late, and I woke up way too early. So I'm just kind of moving at a chill pace, to be honest. I saw people asking, is there gonna be glow busters? Yeah. Oh yeah. Welcome to the first biscuits and gravy. I hope you enjoy. I think we're gonna end up making it a call-in show, and you gotta wear a robe on future episodes. I can't take your call. It's robe gang over here, bro. Yeah. So this is just kind of wing it episode, just chill and chat with you guys. But I'm gonna try to do it every Sunday morning, like earlier than this, much earlier than this, probably like 9 or 10 Eastern. So like 10 Eastern. I know it's like 7 on the West Coast, but what can I say? Um, yeah. So I just wanted to chat with you guys. How's everyone going? See a bunch of legends in the chat. How's it going? See my boy Dave's here. We got Melodome. We got Chirocha. I might say your name wrong. You know you've been here so long. Brian Stavely. My boy Danny. Oh, I saw someone became a member. See if I can find it. Here we go. Son of Krypton. Hey, everyone give him a round of applause. He became a member. Welcome to the Miss Sweat fam, brother. I've got an awesome robe. Yeah, this robe is so comfortable. Kai talked me into getting the robe. She actually got it for me. And I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. So we're wearing the robe for biscuits and gravy from here on out. It's a thing. Fun fact, biscuits and gravy is my favorite biscuit. I think I'm actually going to start eating biscuits and gravy during the show. Um, so yeah, I envision this show to kind of be like a recap of the week. Um, kind of talk about what's going to go on in the next week, and then a little call-in show. This one's going to be short. Like I said, I started it late. I'm actually pretty tired, and we have Glow Busters today at 3 Eastern. So go check that out, or you could be lame. So one thing I do want to do, I want to get this video to play real fast. Look, we even changed the background vibe. It's mellow vibes. I got to figure out when they do their morning shows. Melodome. I don't want to like clash with them. Okay. I want to send this through Telegram, and we're gonna play it. Cool. Get some sausage from Cracker Barrel, bro. Man. Ain't nobody eating pork, man. One thing I hate about drinking out of actual coffee cup is coffee mug is having a mustache. It's terrible. Mellow vibes. Yeah, I am super chilling right now. Yeah, and we're not gonna kill the vibes with drama or whatever, but let's just say, you know, people are losing their mind out here, going crazy. I guess let he who fall, right? All right, that's my bad, bro. Yeah, dude, sausage, bro. What's wrong with you? What's next, bro? Genocide. All right, I think I'll get this video pulled up here. I don't have much put together. I do think I'm gonna like show you guys. I just think it should be like we'll watch like short gravy clips together. I'll recap the previous week. I'll talk about what's going on for the next week, and then I'll do a call-in show, and that'll be the Sunday shows. So this is just kind of like the first little wing it. I'm waiting on this video to go through though. I don't know why it's not. They must want to fight me. All right, we'll try to send it again. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Um, Busters? Beef gravy? Yeah, I can rock with the beef much more than sausage. Ugh. Turkey sausage? Dude, we get some fire turkey sausage, bro. There's some good organic turkey sausage, it's so good. Is there a good reason for not eating pig products? Other than the fact it's just disgusting in every conceivable way, um, the creator says it's not good, so I think he probably knows what we shouldn't eat. But, I don't push my beliefs on people. I think that would be the least effective way to ever get someone to see any validity in your belief anyway. But, yeah, from understanding, pigs don't really sweat, so they keep all their toxins in. They're just disgusting creatures. They literally are like garbage disposals. They eat anything. So that would probably be why I didn't. I used to love like I would even eat like fried bologna sandwiches. I would make like fried bologna grilled cheese. I liked bacon a lot. I have this little casserole I made, this breakfast casserole dish. Uh, it's got sausage in it. I used to make this thing. I hate I'm giving you guys good ideas. Pigs don't sweat. Yeah, exactly. That's disgusting. I grew up on it. I don't care. Come on, man. Come on, man. Um, there's this thing that you can make. So if you guys have ever heard of Rotel, it's like Velveeta cheese, and I don't really like. Obviously, I'm not promoting you eat Velveeta cheese. I'm just explaining, like you put like hamburger meat or something and Rotel and Velveeta cheese, and you put it in a crock pot or whatever. Well, I used to do this thing where I would use cream cheese and sausage, and it was fine in Rotel and or sausage, and it was super good. But I just replaced all that with turkey sausage. I think it's better. The turkey sausage links are better. Ever heard of the New Covenant? No, I've never heard of it. I was just raised Baptist, but I've never heard of it. So please preach to me. Please enlighten me. I don't know what it is. Never heard of it. Except for like every day of my life since I was like 3. Except for that. So again, I just now clarified. I don't push my beliefs on people. To each their own. I think that's the least like basically how I can tell you're like foaming at the mouth to spew your doctrine on everyone else. I'm not trying to like attack you. I'm just saying like I don't see how the way that I delivered it and breezed past it, that would be your response. I just don't understand it. It's like a disease. Thank you, Lisa, for the super sticker. Much love. It is greatly appreciated. Oh, so we should be doing the debate with Bryant. Jaron's going to moderate a debate between me and the Bryant Myers guy, the BSMA that we talked with on Jaronism. Uh, I think Friday night. So I think we're going to do Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, me versus Bryant Myers, 1v1, with Jaron being the moderator. So it should be cool. And anyway, just to wrap that up, like, I didn't say if you eat pork, you're going to hell. I didn't say anything like that. I said the creator said we shouldn't eat pork because it's unclean. So the way I view that is, oh, well, if I adopt a doctrine that says that's done away with, I can do whatever I want. I just don't want to eat it because if he said it's unclean and gross, it didn't all of a sudden become clean. Is your argument that with the new covenant, all of a sudden pigs stopped being disgusting? Is that your argument? Is that Do you see what I'm saying? Whether or not I'm not interested in debating with you about the new covenant. I did. I think that the Messiah did change things. I don't think the law is done away with. Like Torah means. I don't want to get into like all this, but Torah means instructions, and so it's just an instruction guide, an instruction manual that gives you pointers. And I would rather like follow the pointers, not find a way to get out of them. So to each their own. Just was talking to my boy, Mr. Anderson. I don't like sausage. Okay, I don't eat it anymore. I used to love it though. But now, like, when I smell bacon, it's so crazy. I used to think that bacon was the best smelling thing in the world. Now I literally, like, feel kinda sick. It's wild. I used to smell bacon as, like, the best smell ever, and now I literally feel sick when I smell it. Alright, let me get this video up. Sorry, got something in my throat. I'm not telling any of you guys what to do, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not your keeper. It's okay. Anyway, let's, shout out to today's sponsor, Grounded Extracts. In a world full of pharmakia designed to keep you down a perpetual cycle of toxicity, go the natural route. Grounded Extracts. Yeah. I've been a lifelong vegetarian except for about 4 times eating bacon at 8 years old. The only meat I ever tasted that I liked. Go figure. I am not going to sit here and claim that, like, pork doesn't taste good. Man. Something in my throat, bro. Alright, so I think what I'm gonna do, I have some, like, gravy videos that I think I sent myself on Facebook. So, and then I'll just open up the phone lines, but we can only talk for a little bit. I'm almost hesitant to do that because I'm just keeping the show short. I'll probably cut it off at 1, I'm because I have blood pressures coming up. I didn't get started till late. I need to go eat in a second. Sorry, I hate whenever my voice is raspy. Alright, let's see what we got here. What I do is I just send messages to myself on Facebook. Oh, so one big narrative they're about to, like, clearly push is, yikes, bro, is, the UFO thing. I'm sure you guys are aware. Let me show you. I'm sorry.
War zones right now. There is such an increased frequency of what they call UAP or UFO that they have these rules whether or not they fire upon them. And people got so mad at me for saying publicly on the news that we do fire at UFOs, because we fucking do. Specifically, the area of the world that I'm talking about in the Middle East, anything within 27 to 30 miles of ground troops gets fired upon. That's it. I don't need to prove to anybody it's true. It is true. I speak with people that are there right now. It is true. And there's been such an increased frequency since 2021 that it has been pushed up to kind of like critical, where they're like, okay, these things are in our airspace. We could have collisions. But more importantly, like, we see other countries firing on these. Russia, Syria. We know it's not their assets. So the question is, whose are these? For active war zones right now, there is such an increased frequency of what they call UAP or
Yo,
UFO.
it is crazy. I have the hiccups. Did you guys know that if you ever have the hiccups, if you swallow like a spoonful of peanut butter, boom, it's gone. Isn't that crazy? So anyway, Joe Rogan, what a joke. Yeah, of course. Like, I just assume that the legends that come here, they know. I'm sorry, we're just gonna have a show with hiccups. I might go. Actually, what I should do is go get some peanut butter. But I assume that the legends that are here understand things without me having to hold your hand and say, "Now this is Joe Rogan. This guy doesn't always speak the truth, and he creates narratives." You know what I'm saying? I like the point is that they're about to push that super hard, and like I don't think it's all lies. I've seen UFOs myself. I've seen a lot in one night, a lot. Like, I never remember the exact number, like 12 to 15 in one night, and they were all going north, but scattered out throughout the sky, and they came at different times. Sometimes, like, a couple were in the sky at the same time, and they look like stars, and they're just, like, gliding, and they're not a plane, super clear night. It was crazy. There is stuff that flies crazy in the sky. So, set up that debate so we can expose the false doctrine of preterism. I got you, man. If you wanted to, you should debate the guy that debated me. We didn't really debate, but I can probably set that up. There are definitely unidentified flying objects. Oh yeah, I have not seen so many UFOs, but tons of orb-like things. I don't know if I've ever seen. I saw things that looked like orbs. I guess I just always called them UFOs. One time, they moved around. There were these orange lights, and they would like move around up and down and side to side and sit there. And we like actually, I was like with my ex girlfriend, like my ex high school girlfriend. We pulled over and we're looking at them, and then they were like moving around, and then one would go away, one would go away. When it came to three, they moved to make a perfect triangle, and then the top one came down to the center and stopped, and then they went away. It was crazy. That was the that was my first UFO experience. I'm gonna try to find a video to play for you guys so I can go get some peanut butter. I'm not even joking. Now, I'm not vegan or anything like that. I don't have beef with I don't have beef with anybody that's vegan or anything, but uh yeah, we're gonna actually accept flatearthfestivals.com. We'll actually promote that in just a second. So I'm gonna play this video. I'm not gonna lie, like I feel like from what remember, this guy I think had a little bit of gravy. I'm never scared of looking at information, right? Like I said, I'm not vegan. I tried veganism out, and I'm not gonna lie, it had a lot of pros. I had way more energy. There were pros and there were cons. All right, let's play this.
The
Be
human
right
body
back.
was not made to eat anything but fruits and vegetables.
I agree with that.
All right? There's a reason why. The cell, mitochondria, can only burn one thing, glucose. Glucose is the sugar found in all fruits.
That's right.
Not fructose and not galactose.
That's right.
All right, those are found in potatoes. Potatoes, they'll say starch or carbohydrate. They're confusing you.
Mm-hmm.
It's not glucose in it, though. Apples aren't glucose. The plants give you structure. The fruit feed the fuel.
Mm-hmm.
So you got structure, you got fuel. That's what the body is running. Beans. Beans are nitrogen fixators.
Ooh.
You know what nitrogen fixators are? They fixate nitrogen from the atmosphere and they produce ammonia in the soil. All right. Why is that important? Because you have a plant like a mushroom or other plants that when you sit them out, what you'll see is they ferment. All right. Fermentation is rotting. You eat something that ferments. The human body was not made to eat anything but fruits and vegetables.
I agree with that.
Okay.
Right.
I don't remember. I just remember thinking that was interesting. I actually just missed it, but isn't it crazy that I just ate a thing of peanut butter, like a spoonful of peanut butter, and I'm not going to hiccup again? It's pretty wild. I never knew about it. I knew that forever. Where have you been? You're so stupid. There's always that guy. Like, oh, did Austin say he doesn't like pork? Let me start a theological debate about the new covenant. Oh, this is one of the upcoming gravy streams that I think I'm going to do, by the way. So I'll tease it with this video. Now, I decided I was going to do this long before I saw this video. This video is not very substantive or anything, but it is the topic. I haven't seen a lot of these in a long time, so I don't remember exactly what they are. I like, sorry about any potential weak words. I don't like weak words, formerly known as curse words. Yo, what is that?
Look what I
man,
found out.
I was talking to this pastor, and this pastor was like, y'all young people's finding out the secret. And I asked him, what secret is he talking about? He said, yes, America is Egypt. He was like, that's what the Seminole War was about, the Louisiana Purchase was about. And he was like, look up this map. It's called Tamari. And he said, y'all, it's Tamarikans. So I went to look up at the map, right? And I was amazed he was right. He was like, that's y'all true nationality. And he was like, when the Seminole War broke out, that's when they won and they took over America, started calling them Americans, and they spelt it different. And the Bible is based upon y'all. All pastors know this, Freemasonry know this, everybody know this. I was astonished.
Look what I found out.
I was talking to
Why do people say things like, all pastors know this? What kind of statement is that? But anyway, that map, I had seen that map before that video. That map is a trip, bro. It is a trip. Just so you know, lots of gravy incoming. Gravy incoming. That is a stream that is going to be crazy. Of course, the long-awaited clone stream is coming as well. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I bring you guys the gravy. The gravy that some will be afraid to even cover. The gravy that seems so insane to the unopened mind, it cannot even be entertained. What's that saying? I'm going to butcher it. But it's the mark of a wise man to be able to entertain believing in or to entertain an idea without believing it, something like that. Yeah. I didn't bring it up because you brought up pork. You said something like, I didn't bring it up because you brought up pork. You equated it to God. Well, do you know what the word equates means? I didn't equate it to God. I said pork is God. No, what I said was that the creator says not to eat it. That's obviously relative to my worldview or in which I believe in the scriptures, although I think they're heavily messed with. And I think that that almost all the English translations are so drastically wrong that it's mind-blowing, and that includes King James. That's my opinion. Take it or leave it. I think that the Hebrew shows you different contexts a lot. I think a lot of major substantive profound truths are still in there in the version, whatever. My point is that he says that pork is unclean. So I think to myself, there's a creator that made this world. He set the natural order into all ways that they operate. There's a natural order. It was placed in order. And the intelligent designer behind that said that this is how I view it, right? Because I don't like to push my belief on people. I would love to talk to you about it if you have questions. I'm 100%. I love it. I think it changed my life. I get direct answers to prayers through the Bible. Direct answers. So, you know. But I don't like to force it. I don't want to, like, when people claim they know all the answers. You don't know all the answers, my guy. That's in the chat. I promise. You don't know all the answers about the Bible. I promise. But anyway, my point is very simple, because I don't want to keep on going back and forth. You're making baller-esque arguments. So instead of typing, you should listen. Okay? You should listen. I didn't claim anything other than he said that it was unclean since he made the world. Since he made the world, and he said that it was unclean, personally, I would rather just not eat it. Do you understand? Thank you. Stop trying to kill the vibe. My goodness. If your response is, you don't know about the new covenant? What about the new covenant? That's called a non sequitur. It doesn't follow what I said. All right? Doesn't make sense. Stop killing the vibe. Yeah, like, you want to pretend I said, if you're not allowed to eat pork, oh, there's a law that says you can't. You're going to hell. Oh, new covenant, old covenant. What's debate? No one said that. Whether or not you believe in the new covenant or not, if say you believe in the new covenant, okay, cool. That doesn't mean he didn't say it was unclean. That doesn't change that point that I made. That's why I tactically said it that way, yet still had to address 5 minutes of like baller-esque tactics where it's just you have something you want to say and you're gonna force it into the conversation. And then, oh, you're the one that did it. No, dude. No, you just don't listen, man. Killing the Vizzy vibe, my guy. All right, let's see what we got here. You know what? I think I'm gonna play Brian's video. Brian Flat Earth Test made a video. Sorry that I even like addressed that, honestly. What's the code of the Bible all about? Do you know? That wasn't coherent. I don't know what that is. Pigs are custodians. That's their job. That's fine, but that means they're just not great for eating. Yeah, exactly. I mean, to each their own. They literally eat anything. So I think that's crazy. Witsit handles nonsense very well. I think haters are mad that Witsit chess piece is not on their team. Mad that the Witsit chess piece is on their team. Thanks for the compliment, bro. All right, so let's now I don't like to give a lot of attention to drama. I've really tried not to, honestly, but I think this video is kind of funny. And I'm gonna play it. It's 4 minutes long. I don't want to personally talk about it. I'm not gonna give it much attention, but I just thought this video was funny. And this summarizes the whole thing if you do happen to keep up with that. Okay, this whole like people trying to come at me but can't debate me, but think that they're like intellectually superior to me, that type of vibe. You know, it's like if someone says, I would school you in basketball, bro. You're trash. I would dunk on you, bro. Dunk on you. Run it. I'll give you 5 points. We're playing to 11 and you get the ball first and it's make it, take it. And I would dominate you. You could never beat me. I'm incredible at basketball. I am undefeated. I've never lost basketball, any game at all regarding basketball at all, ever. I'm amazing. I don't even think I've ever actually missed a shot unless it was on purpose. You're trash. You're terrible at basketball. You could never play me. And you're like, okay, you know what? There's a gym right over there. Let's just go play basketball, bro. No. And they refuse to play you while simultaneously claiming that they dominated you by saying that they could dominate you. You'd be like, you're not very good at basketball, are you? I don't think you're very good at basketball. I think you're just talking a big game, hoping that if you say with enough conviction, other people will believe you. You know you're not even really that good at basketball. So anyway, we're gonna watch the video. Just for those that believe it or not, people actually do hit me up and like, what are you gonna do now? What are you gonna say about this? Not too many. I think most of them know this is all stupid, but anyway, we're gonna play this video. It's pretty funny. My boy Brian, go check him out. Flat Earth Tests on YouTube.
All right.
At least he was talking about a group of us. But
All right.
It does. And then they'd say, okay, what is science proven? And they say water boils at 100 degrees Celsius.
No, we wouldn't say that. We would say heat causes water to boil. How many times do I have to tell you that? With your little hypothetical here that you dreamed up in between the funhouse mirrors between your ears is horseshit. We don't say that.
I dreamed it up. Did you hear how this is all I'm going to address it, right? Listen to how he says it, how convincingly, with much conviction, how boldly, brazenly, like just really listen. I dreamed it up. I made it up, right? Just really think about how he says it.
And then they'd say, okay, what is science proven? And they say water boils at 100 degrees Celsius.
No, we wouldn't say that. We would say heat causes water to boil. How many times do I have to tell you that? With your little hype.
He says that, by the way, just because I think it's funny. He says, how many times I have to tell you that? As he's covering a video that I did in the past, he watches it and says something, and then a few minutes later he says it again. He's like, why do I have to keep telling you that? I don't know, Boomer. Probably because you're watching a video that was recorded in the past, for starters.
Hypothetical here that you dreamed up.
Sorry about the weak words. We're dealing with very weak people, so.
How many times do I have to tell you that? With your little hypothetical here that you dreamed up in between the funhouse mirrors between your ears is horseshit. We don't say that. So your little hypothetical goes on deaf ears. Where do I categorize this at?
I say you categorize this under you straw manning Austin again, but this is way worse. This is a dirty, rotten fucking lie. And you smear him.
Weak word.
While lying through your fucking teeth, bro. Are you serious?
Chill with the weak words.
Refute or prove a hypothesis. Ergo, experiments prove or disprove the hypothesis. Here comes the cowbell. Like that didn't have any cowbell. That was full of cowbell. It was so full. It had cowbell up to its ears. We're just smashing it here with cowbell. So here comes some more. Scientists using the scientific method have proven. You ready? Number one, water boils at 212 degrees Fahrenheit, 100 degrees Celsius at sea level, 1 atmosphere of pressure. That's 101 kilopascals.
No one's ever said that science has proved that. No one's ever said that.
Number one, water boils at 212 degrees Fahrenheit, 100 degrees Celsius at sea level, 1 atmosphere of pressure. That's 101 kilopascals or 14.7 psi. Some hypothesis examples, like I said, they're really clear cut, concise, short, to the point. This one sends most people off the reservation. I don't get it. This is pretty cut and dry to me. Heat will cause water to boil at 212 degrees Fahrenheit, 100 degrees Celsius at 1 atmosphere of pressure. It's cut and dry.
Yo, I just thought that. Sorry, I thought that was super funny. Like this, I'm sorry I even like introduced that into your realm. Elevate back to positive vibrations. I'm sorry. I don't encourage you watching it. It's all that bad. But anyway, I just think it's funny, right? Because it's like, I guess my point is, dude, what I've learned certainly over the last few weeks, regardless of if they're flat or there's not, you can be, just in case you didn't know, you can be super, super lame and also know the earth is flat. All right. Just so you know. But my point is, like, if I say, yeah, what they've been saying for years is this, da, da, da. And then you say, we've never said that. You dreamed that up. You made that up. You're a liar. What an idiot with nothing in between your head. All this crazy stuff. And then you literally have been saying it for years and you know you have been. Think about how like terribly low of a vibration you live in. And I think that we should literally just never, ever go to that low of a vibration. It's like me addressing. I just thought the video was funny because Brian calls him out. Now I only played a minute 52 of the 5 minutes because I love you guys. And I don't like, Brian, I don't like that you're using weak words, man. Come on, brother. But anyway, and then so later on in the thing, because I don't want to talk too much about it, but he says that he says that's not a hypothesis. I'm like critiquing Flatzoid. You can go watch on Flatzoid channel if you want to, the original conversation, but it's Flatzoid, Flatzoid. And I explain, like, I'm like, no, your science is qualitative, not quantitative. So your claim about this being a hypothesis of, 14.7 psi, 100 degrees Celsius, that's wrong. Science is qualitative, not quantitative. And also, anytime you're making definitive quantitative claims, you're going to get in trouble. I'm like, if you had just said heat causes water to boil, then that's cool. You're good. But you didn't say that. And then he goes on to say that I don't understand hypothesis because it's just heat causes water to boil. And even though I'm like, I said that. So all I'm saying is they're just blatantly liars. And I don't think that anyone should even keep up with it. I just think it's so funny. Q thinks he's the best ever. Dude, he's literally just a liar, though. He doesn't think he's the best ever. He knows he has to lie. He knows he has to lie to debate me. So, he's like giving demands. On your next stream, I want you to do this and this and this. How deluded of a human being are you? Sorry I even mentioned him, though. Our plane is stable and doesn't move. The heavenly lights move. This is correct. This is very correct. I guess the overall arcing point is, think about, isn't that like scamming people, right? Like if you claim you should support me, you should go to Patreon and you should give me money, you should donate to me. That's what I'm gonna do for a living. And the reason you should do that is because I'm never wrong. I give you the home run arguments. They're never wrong. I've never been wrong. They're bulletproof. They can't be wrong. I'm undefeated. Approach it this way, you'll be undefeated. It's irrefutable. I'm perfect. Never been wrong. If you then are shown to be wrong, but you have to lie, double down and lie to claim that you were never wrong, you're never wrong, and just blatantly lie, where you like change what you've been saying, but act like you've been saying it the whole time because you can't be wrong. Because that's how you make money. So you lie to make money. That's the definition of being a scammer. So they're both scammers by definition. So there you go. Anyway, all I'm saying is just, support what you like or it goes away. And if you like lying and stuff like that, whatever, go support them. But be cautious of where you give your energy, right? Like, you got to energy suckers. Yeah, for sure. That's why I'm trying not to keep talking about it. But like, I'm just trying to make it like a positive idea here, which is like, be cautious of where you give your energy, because like even Kai was checking me. She's like, why are you watching that? You know that they're just lying. It's just like a negative vibration, like negative energy. Like, why would you listen to that? You shouldn't be listening to it. And she's right, you know. Like, I listened to part of the thing that he did about me, and I'm like, she's right. So that's kind of the approach. I look at it like this. I have to acknowledge that the truth is that my need to even mention it on here, or like ever us respond or listen to any of it, is actually personal ego. It's me just being honest. Authenticity lasts longer but doesn't pay as much. Yeah, but you get to have like a clear conscience and be a real person. So but yeah, you're right. Huey has used Maxwell's equation in his presentations, but now says electromagnetic waves don't exist. I tuned out those clowns long ago. Yeah. So anyway, I guess you guys see my point. Like, I don't want to open up that. I'm sorry. Like, I just was sent the video. I thought it was kind of funny to make the bigger point, right? Like, just because you know the Earth's flat, or even if you've like ironed out some flat Earth arguments, you're not cool, bro. I just want you to know that. I want you to know that I don't think you're cool just because you're a flat earther. You're not. You know how many people live on the Earth, bro? Come on, man. She's right there, feeding off your success. Yeah. I'm not sure how you define the word success, but I see what you're saying. Anyway, you guys get the gist. Like, be careful where you give your energy, man, and be careful who you support, because like it can be argued that you have responsibility of the ramifications of someone's behavior if you support it. So say you watch something toxic and that's like your guilty pleasure, but you like watch someone being toxic or talking crazy or something like that. You're supporting it. Certainly if you like are interacting in the chat, or like being like commenting and supporting it and liking it and sharing it, anything like that, or like donating, you're actually propagating that, right? So you have some responsibility. This is what I honestly think. And I think you should be careful. I think it also goes the other way, where if you support what you like and it's got positive vibrations and it's like actually trying to make a positive change or do something good, you also are a part of that. Like, you're a part of it. Like, you're a part of the overall effort to push that truth and that real vibration, right? And that's why I think supporting what you like or it goes away is such a good sentiment to really like hold to be true, because I think that is probably more real than you would ever know. Austin will soon learn how ridiculous Apollo diapers are. That's hilarious. I'm not gonna say the dude's name anymore. Why do you think the Georgia Guidestones got blown up? I'm pretty sure you ask them that every time. Like, I have no idea why. Maybe because they're showing that they're about to start it. Maybe people started figuring out about it. Maybe it was just a distraction because they were passing some type of legislation or something. I don't really know. I don't know why they blew it up. I don't think that someone else randomly blew it up. But why? I don't know. Gotta run. We'll catch up on the playback. Keep crushing, Austin. Thank you very much. Much love. Thanks for kicking it. The truth is the truth, whether people acknowledge it or not. This is indeed the case. All right, let's see what else. Oh yeah, this is pretty good. Now, you guys have heard. I think this is what this is about. Like, I'm just seeing the thumbnail of them basically, but I think that this is about. You guys heard of like the Malaysia flight, right? Everyone's heard of that. The flight that mysteriously disappeared. Check this out. I think that's what it's about.
There's one of the most evil, vicious Navy bases in the history of the planet. They do stuff that would make look like Santa Claus. Dietary Garcia.
So
Wait. Diego Garcia. That's where that first Malaysian plane is. That's where it landed. Had 4 scientists on it. 20 scientists, but 4 had filed for patents. It was Malaysia, but they worked out of Austin, Texas, for Texas Instruments. And the ones behind that plane was Texas Instruments, the government, and born who made the plane. And everybody is stupid enough to believe that a plane almost a block long can just disappear. With the electronics we have, all the technology we have. So we got 4 of those top scientists that had filed for patents worth $400 billion. So if 1, 2, 3 of us and your brother, 4, we filed for patents. And then there's a friend of yours who's with us. So 5 of us filed for patents. If we die before the
patent is granted,
then your brother, who wasn't on the plane with us, he owns them all. So those 4 scientists, and the 5th person was the Carlisle group. They own them all now. The patent was granted 3 days after the plane was missing. Okay.
What's up with the background?
So what I'm saying is, this is the game, and if you can't follow that thread, then you don't see it.
That's crazy.
Huh?
Sorry, I can't do it anymore. Who in their right mind would put that in behind the video? I don't know if it was super loud for you guys in my headphones. That was awful, but that's pretty crazy, right? I think most of you guys might have known that, but there were people with all kinds of really valuable patents on that plane.
Tell it to you straight. I'm going to tell you the truth. Our darkest days are ahead of us, not behind us. And now is a time when things are shifting. There's going to be a new world order out there. Let's clap for that, you stupid bastard.
This will be the time because you really need world order, financial world order.
This alternative vision argues that ordinary men and women are too small-minded to govern their own affairs. That order and progress can only come when individuals surrender their rights to an all-powerful sovereign.
We are here to develop the great narrative, the story for the future. But in order to shape the future, you have first to imagine the future, you have to design the future, and then you have to execute.
Designs the future.
I'm going to tell it to you straight. I'm going to tell you the truth.
Designs
Our
the
darkest
future.
days are ahead of us, not
Shut
behind us.
up, brother man. Sorry, I didn't even remember what that video was. I actually thought it was him being like hilariously dumb. I'm not gonna lie. That's one thing I think is really funny is like watching Joe Biden just be incredibly dumb. I think it's super funny. It really summarizes like being a truther. It's like, whoa, bro. There are human like, well, not the hue of a man, but there are men and women alive that watch that and they think like this is real. Republican or Democrat, they think it's real. They think it's like there's not even some dude calling shots like that. That dude is guy says it's actually elderly abuse to have that guy up there. So decent argument for that, to be honest. All right, let's watch this. If this is what I think it is, like I said, I don't remember what they are.
She's straight.
Oh, it's just gonna play it again. After all we've been through, you're just gonna blatantly betray me like that. All right, let me put that other clip up. Obviously, these streams could never be monetized. They aren't anyway, though. But it's playing so much different music.
Different resets and many different civilizations. The question is, how long has this been going on? And have we done all of this before? So this is from a temple in India, and she looks like she's on a tablet, and she looks like she's on her phone. And this is from ancient Rome, and that looks like a laptop with a USB connection. And he looks like he's on a PC. He looks like he's wearing a watch, and somebody else seems to be wearing a watch. This guy is riding a bike. Ancient Egyptians with a telephone, and ancient Samaritans with a nuclear bomb.
Dude, I want to watch the beginning again. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that looks kind of crazy.
There's been many different
the phone
and many different civilizations.
The phone and the laptop looking stuff. Like, look at that.
It's been going on, and have we done all of this before? So this is from a temple in India, and she looks like she's on a tablet, and she looks like she's on her phone. And this is from ancient Rome, and that looks like a laptop with a USB connection. And he looks like he's on a PC.
That looks like a computer, man. Am I tripping? Does that not actually look like he's on a computer with a keyboard? I think that's kind of crazy. I don't know. Like, I don't know. What if we had electronic devices? You know, that would be like one of the first things that would disintegrate and like go away very quickly. You wouldn't find remains of that. So I just find it interesting. Each their own. Gaslighting is lies for the truther. Not sure what you're talking about exactly. It's gaslighting. What's gaslighting? Nothing new under the sun? Yeah, I find it to be pretty interesting for sure. I just like to be open-minded and then not I don't feel the need to like be conclusive with things all the time. I think that's wisdom. Unfortunately, I don't know what these are. Sometimes I send them to them because I think they're so stupid. I send them to myself, or I sometimes I like to think about or to remind myself to go look and expose something. So don't think if I play something, I'm like supporting it. I just don't. All I can see is like the first second of the video, right? So I don't know what these are. Yeah, here we go. By the way, of course, if you watch the news, I mean, I think our channel is going to end up growing because we're going to start doing a bunch of really dope stuff. I don't even know what you're referencing, Maladin. Oh, I don't know about it. Keep crushing. All right, brother. I will. I got you. Yeah. So anyway, of course, I think that the channel is gonna like really take off at one point. I mean, it's all relative to censorship. I think we added like 700 subs in the last 28 days, and that's like really good for my channel and for being censored. But we're gonna start really crushing. I think I plan on making an album. Like where if you ever heard my song In the Field, that was the only song that you guys have ever heard from me where I'm kind of like actually vibing. Kai's heard me like really rap before, but like the in a world and my Glowbusters take and stuff, I think they're like literally terrible. You know, I feel like people are like nervous to say it, you know, because they don't. It's okay. It's not good. Really bad and forced and red and like you know all the stuff. But long story short, I want to make an album, and I think kind of I want to make some music too, and I think I want to like really kind of help her make her own too. Like not that she needs help, but um, so we're gonna make music, and I think that's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna start trying to have like credentialed people on to debate frequently, right? Like at least once a week, I want to have somebody with credentials like PhD, astrophysicist, this, physicist, that, blah blah blah. And or like, and I want to really debate them about what they do, right? So like biochemists, like I want to debate them about something to do that we were lied to about biology or whatever, right? And that's gonna be cool. I think that's gonna be really good. That's really good for people's cognition. I think that'll help the channel out. I'm gonna start doing TikTok. I think that'll bring some people over here. Long story short, I just plan on the channel getting bigger. Something else I want to do is start doing exclusive interviews. So, like, say, like contacting whistleblowers or like former NASA employee or military, this and that, and start having like dope exclusive interviews, and then just have some legend guests on and stuff. And so, the content should get really dope. In the field is so dope. Thank you, man. That was actually on gaming headphones, so it could be way better than that take, but I literally freestyled. Like I one took it. Like I had thought of the verses, like the words in the verse before, but I didn't know the order I was gonna say them. I had no idea. I was literally freestyling one take. Pretty crazy. But I was vibing. I was just feeling the vibe. I actually liked the song. I was vibing. I was like, I was being really creative. And so I just wanted to get the words out right then. And it came out like that. It was pretty crazy. I just a coincidence that the hook flowed right back in. I think that you'd be amazed what the subconscious is capable of. Your rap's good, easy for others to nitpick. Don't polish too much. Thank you, but I don't. I personally don't. I think it's the way I sound in the other songs isn't that good because I'm not really vibing and it feels forced. I think my lyrics are usually pretty dope. Like in Glowbusters, I'm like, Zach Shockham, the Earth's electric and it's resonance, your residence is heaven sent. I hope to settle in like some sediment. That's pretty fire. Like I think, all right, like the Earth's electric and its resonance, your residence, it's heaven sent. That's pretty good. Austin, you're going to be an amazing father. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. So anyway, long story short, I'm going to occasionally cover some more like stuff that if someone's kind of new to truth or just waking up, that it'll also they'll get good little pieces to wake them up here. And bars for days, yeah, dude, I really do. Like I get on Kai's nerves sometimes, but she has to admit that a lot of my bars I say to her are fuego. They really are. I'm not trying to be arrogant or anything. I'm just saying, like, I can come up with witty bars. So, long story short, I don't get too frustrated if we cover some stuff everyone knows, right? On occasion, because I think the channel's going to grow, and that's what I want to do. I want to wake new people up, and also want to like really connect with quality viewers, quality over quantity, right? Well, we also grow with all kinds of crazy gravy. So, in case you don't know, I digress so much right there. The media is actually run by the CIA. Right. Now, like I said, the truthers already know this. It's called Operation Mockingbird. The CIA runs the media. Okay. And so this is very meticulously crafted propaganda if it's on the television. In 2022, if anything touches that television, it's propaganda. And of course, Netflix is owned by like I think the person that owns Netflix's great uncle was like Bernice or whatever that guy's name is. I forgot his name, but anyway, like the father of propaganda. It is no coincidence. So Netflix is it's a weapon. It's used to brainwash you. It's literally what it is. It's literally a weapon. And the news is no different. So this is a video about the media, I think. So let's check it out.
They know as of today, and I say as of today at this hour, we have 33 confirmed positive tests for the virus.
Yesterday we had 22 cases. Today we have 33 cases, so it's gone up by 11. That brings, those are 11 new cases. 22 goes to 33.
As we sort through this here in Arkansas. Today, we have 33 confirmed positive cases in Arkansas.
As of today, we have 33 confirmed cases with Boston residents. We expect those numbers to climb.
As of this afternoon, we have 33 Pennsylvanians who have tested positive for COVID-19.
So as of this morning, there were 33 confirmed cases in North Carolina.
Evening to you. Lots to get to tonight. I'm Leon Hendricks. We want to start with new information into our newsroom. Within the past couple of hours, there are now 33 confirmed cases of the coronavirus in Michigan.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us for the news at 6. I'm Richard Gerhardt. Karina Corral has the night off. More cases of the coronavirus were confirmed today in San Luis Obispo County, bringing the total number now to 33.
Right now, Georgia is reporting a total of 99 cases in 19 counties. That is 33 new cases from just yesterday.
Good afternoon. I'm Karen Swenson. More cases and more events affected. Here is the latest coronavirus news. There are now 33 cases in Louisiana. As expected. The number of cases of COVID-19 jumps. A total of 33 people in our state have been tested and are confirmed to have the coronavirus.
Day 4 of the shelter-at-home order brought 6 new confirmed cases of the coronavirus to San Luis Obispo County, bringing the total number to 33.
All troopers will be professional, polite, and will treat everyone with dignity and respect.
These latest steps as the number of confirmed COVID-19 cases in Rhode Island jumps by 33 over.
They know.
He says, okay, last chance. I'll give you $200 if you guess my name. If like what that reminds me of, you're not gonna give me $200 if I'm right, but your name is Ryan. Your name is Ryan. Yeah. All right. Moving on. We got some more gravy in here. I think this is crazy right here. I think this is crazy. I've heard a lot of wealthy people say this too, by the way. This is the whole trick is just to let the people that are poor know the secrets that the rich people know. The wealthy people know.
Life insurance is the world's safest industry. There's an account that yields 5 to 6 times more than long-term CDs, has guaranteed returns in most cases, does not have to be reported to the IRS, can be accessed by any time without penalty, lets you retire 100% income tax-free, and yet almost no one knows how wonderful these plans are because the government places tight restrictions on the advertising of these accounts, even though they are 100% legal. Why are they secret? Because they can't make a dime off of them. If we sold cash value life insurance to everybody in America, there would be no tax revenue for these guys to screw up.
That's pretty crazy. There's all kinds of gravy about that, like life insurance where you can, it like builds up, it accrues money, and you can borrow against the money, but it doesn't take out of the money that you're building. You can borrow against it. You can take it out at any point in time, and it has no tax penalties. Now, there's argument you can affidavit of status and not have to do any of that anyway, but this is what wealthy people do. Wealthy people do stuff like this. They use games with different corporate shells or like different corporations and like loopholes, and they know how to get out of all the taxes. They don't pay taxes. They don't worry about anything like this. And then they have life insurance policies that like they just get to borrow against, and then their children are born into it. And they turn 18 and then say they make a 20-year life insurance plan, but the money doesn't ever go away. It's just a 20-year agreement. And so for 18 years, they pay it, and then they just have to pay it for 2 years for themselves. And then bam, they have like this huge amount of money that they can lend against, they can borrow against, and just get their money. It's interest free and all that stuff. It's crazy. It's crazy what they can do. And this is the kind of stuff I think truthers need to figure this out, start going hard in this realm. And that's when we can really change the game. If you give me, like if you gave me 20 mil, you might take me out. You know, there are billboards everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that there are a lot of truthers that would be legends with a lot of money. So, my friend Issa on Discord, he always makes a joke about Coriolis insurance. He's like, don't be the last to sign up for Coriolis insurance. I've had mine for 5 years. Best decision I've ever made. You got to be careful out there. Make sure you get Coriolis insurance. You never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to go where you don't plan on it going. You know, it's dangerous out there. Make sure you get your Coriolis insurance. Pretty funny. He's funnier saying it than I. All right, let's see what this guy's got to say. I'm really on the fence with mustaches. Like at one point, I'm like, mustaches are kind of weird, right? Like they're kind of creepy looking. At this other time, I'm like, it also increases the likelihood that you're kind of a legend in a way because you don't care enough to wear a mustache. You know, I had to prove to myself I didn't care. I wore a mustache for a few weeks and I looked crazy, bro. It was really funny. I'm actually in I Am Mustache for Owen Benjamin's channel. I'm in the second one. It's pretty funny. Let's check it out.
Know about it. When I went out to research and find out what cancer patients can drink, almost everything you buy today is acid. You can't go to a store and buy anything hardly that's not acid as far as drinks are concerned. You can drink Gatorade and Coca-Cola. Pop is 2.5 pH. That's slightly above stomach acid. Why would you drink that? And so I went about studying water. And unfortunately, most of the water, bottled water, whatever, is acidic water. Your bottled water was bottled from a year to 3 years ago by the time you get it. It's been sitting in a plastic bottle. How good is that for you? Tap water is neutral largely and sometimes a little bit alkaline because they have to make it that way. So they put lye in it and they put other things in your tap water to bring it up so that it is neutral or alkaline. You want to drink that water with fluoride and chlorine and arsenic and everything else that's in it? So I went around and started looking at the companies that made ionizing equipment. They're little machines that sit on your counter. They split the water molecule into acid and alkaline. That's the short version. And they produce acid water, which goes down the drain, and alkaline water, which you drink. But it's the alkalinity is very important, but it also restructures the water to make it low microclustered so it gets into your cells very easily. And it reshapes it into a hexagonal form like the shapes of your cells. So I can drink 16 ounces of water, and in a minute or two, I can be jumping on a trampoline, and it's already left my stomach. Ionized water, most people don't know about it, and I didn't know about it.
Pretty crazy stuff. I'm gonna wrap this up because we have a show, Glowbusters, and I need to eat. I want to show you guys this amazing moon footage, though, or China Mars rover. It's amazing. We might have to reconsider the validity of space.
After what scientists describe as 7 celebration. After what scientists describe as 7 minutes of terror. Watching their spacecraft land on Mars.
What just happened, bro? I'm done, bro.
Watching their spacecraft land on Mars.
You didn't watch anything land on Mars. Is that just me or is that hilarious? All right. And then let's see, I'll show you. I think that this is pretty fascinating. Propaganda has been at work for a minute. I don't know if you guys like the vibe, but I kind of envision this as the vibe for the show. Like, I'll have it much more put together, like in the future. But like, we just go through a bunch of like random gravy clips, and then I open up the line. I'm not gonna be open the lines today, but open up the lines. I think it'd be really cool if people would be like plan on calling in with a StreamYard link or whatever. I might end up using a different type of link for Streamlabs, but and you wear a robe. You just come, you know, wear a robe if you drink coffee or you drink tea in the morning or whatever. Oh man, you're not even a truther. You don't know about caffeine. Shout out to Paraplegic Bear actually for hooking your boy up with coffee. I don't drink coffee that much. I used to drink it like every day, all the time, but I'll call him for show. Yeah, dude. Oh, he'll wear his robe. What a legend. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's check this out.
Before signing up, you boys.
This is a trip, if it's what I remember it as.
Before signing up, you boys ought to try a little taste of Doctorism's formula to see what you'd get in exchange for your freedom. Go ahead, try it.
You can't do this to me! I'll strike! The state forbids strikes. Wait till the union hears about this! Ah, yes, the union. Welcome to...
Yo, cartoons used to be so based. It just shows you how lost we've become as a society where they don't, the propaganda now is just like they can say the dumbest thing ever. And look how based the cartoons low-key were less.
Ah, yes, the union. Welcome to our ranks, number 1313.
I'll take this case to the Supreme Court.
The state is the Supreme Court. Our decision is as follows.
Sounds familiar.
No more private property. No more you.
And the farm folk will put a stop to this.
Farmers don't vote anymore.
What'll they do for seed next year?
You won't have to worry about next year. The state will do your planning from now on. We must fight to regain our freedom, or everything is lost. Everything.
Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine.
The Glober.
Everything is fine. Everything is fine.
When
It's
anybody
the
preaches
genetically
this,
modified. That was the
tries
genetically
to-
modified as they objectively had to see, oh, I made a mistake. And they're like, you know what? Let's go get back in line. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. This is the genetically modified over the last 2 years.
Everything is fine. Everything is fine.
From now on,
Hey, did you guys realize that there seems to be a random increase in AIDS lately?
fight to regain our freedom, or everything is lost.
Bunch of AIDS.
Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine.
When anybody preaches disunity, tries to pit one of us against the other through class warfare, race hatred, or religious intolerance, you know that person seeks to rob us of our freedom and destroy our very lives. And we know what to do about it.
Now, gentlemen, no violence, please. Don't throw those bottles. Don't throw those bottles. No.
Oh, yeah. All right, and then I'm going to finish it off the stream with the last clip from my boy, the legend himself, Austin from Melodome.
Oh, look at that. That's nice and shiny. Oh, go figure. Look at that. Yeah, look at that. Oh, would you look at that? Just look at it. Just look at it.
Yeah, it's sad. It's the only mark.
I mean, just look at it.
Yeah.
I mean, just get a look at that.
Went over and tried to
Would you look at it? I was so mad. Would you look at that? You know what I mean? Oh, would you look at that? Oh, would you look at that? Oh, look at that. What an idiot. Would you look at that? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Get from behind
Look at that.
You can't do it.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Yeah,
look at that.
And if you tell that to the
Look at that. You got to look at it this way, okay? You just got to look at it. That's all you can do anymore.
That was a little much. I'm not going to lie, but it was pretty funny. I don't even remember the audio. All right, cool. So thank you guys for kicking it. Hopefully you enjoyed the biscuits and gravy. Like I said, it was just, I remember.
You so sweet.
Whoa, I was so confused what that was. Wow. So yeah, like I just had to put it together because I remember saying that I would do it, and I wanted to do it. But so we have Glowbusters in an hour and a half. So check it out. We're gonna see if we can get Professor Clown Show, also known as former Professor Dave, to actually drop a set of cojones and debate me. So we'll see how that goes. So tune in the Glowbusters, as you always should. I think we have an announcement too, so check it out. And we'll keep on doing it. Like I said, I'll come chill on my road with you guys. It'll probably be 9 or 10, maybe 10 in the mornings Eastern. So it'll be 7 for the West Coast. Now it's kind of early for some people there, but it's not really a morning show at noon, right? So yeah, I'm planning 10, maybe 9 a.m. Eastern Sunday mornings, biscuits and gravy. And it should be cool. We'll have much more of a format starting next week where we cover some shows, some stuff I've already lined up, some gravy, like random clips we'll kind of watch together. And then I'll I'll recap the last week, talk about the next week, and then we'll open up the lines. Hoping to get everything ironed out where we start really doing the shows this week. I know I've been saying that it's difficult. You can go to WitsitGetsIt.live. You can go to the drop down menu and it's going to take you everywhere you need to go. You can go join our Telegram. If you want to support the channel, you can become a Patreon at patreon.com/WitsitGetsIt. We'll be dropping perks for those people soon. I got a lot of stuff I'm going to be putting out. So, and then stay tuned. Jaren and I are going to throw a summit. And that should be really cool. And so I won't say too much about it yet. And yeah, cool. You want to support the, I almost always say tour. It was so ingrained to me to say, if you want to support the tour, if you want to support the channel, you can go to $WitsitGetsIt on Cash App, or you can go to paypal.me/inaworld. Again, you can go to WitsitGetsIt.live, and you can also donate through there, or you can go to my PayPal link directly because it takes a while to process through there. And yeah, whatever you send message-wise, I'll read it off. I'll have my P.O. box set up this week, and I'll let you guys know because people are asking about that. Cool. And you can also join the YouTube membership, and we'll have some member-only chats and member-only streams coming up soon. And we have a goal of 300, and we're not even close. So yeah, cool. Greatly appreciative of anyone that does support the channel. You guys are awesome, and I hope you guys enjoy kind of the chill vibe. And So it looks cool. Looks like we'll be doing at least 6 streams. I may be almost streaming every day because I may be doing some Saturday night streams as well, but I won't really be like working during Saturdays. And now this is kind of my job, you know. So unless there's something I feel like no conviction about that I feel like I'm supposed to do, and it just has to be on Saturday, like certain debate. But I prefer Saturday nights anyway, right? Okay, cool. So thank you guys for kicking it. Seek and speak truth unequivocally. The weak find contentment in the consensus of ignorance. So, you know, informed people don't care what ignorant people think. And like I said, sometimes to find the truth, it requires reductive reasoning. Sometimes you have to entertain a thought without holding it to be true or believing it to be able to find the truth. And that's like the mark of a wise man. I actually agree with that. And, you know, you got to hold steadfast and prove all things to be truth, and, you know, do not partake in the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove and expose them. So you have an obligation to speak the truth, not be like, oh, I'm just going to sit over here and keep the truth to myself. Who cares about them? That's really lame to me. I think that's so lame. It's almost as lame as just like lying all the time. I mean, it's not quite that lame. I think lying's got to be the lamest thing ever. Just I can't even kind of resonate with you. You're just lying all the time. Oh, yikes. So just be honest, man, and represent the truth and seek and speak truth unequivocally. And, you know, the weak find contentment in the consensus of ignorance. And so who cares about that? Like, you know I say it all the time, but it's just kind of true. Like, you should just always remember that and support what you like or it goes away. It doesn't have to be me. Maybe you don't like me that much. It's okay, you know, but support some truthers, man. I think that's very important. Like, I get a consistent like 3,500 to 4,000 views a video now. If everyone that consistently watches all my videos gave me $1 a month, then I would have some breathing room and be able to pretty much pay my bills at the least, right? If everyone that watched my stream gave $1 a month, right? And that's just kind of to give you an idea. If you rally behind the truthers and everyone pitches in a little bit and everyone actually did it, if you picked out 10 truthers that you want to give $5 a month, or, you know, whatever it is, or say you've been blessed and you're like, oh, I want to, you know, I heard so-and-so is struggling or needs some help, and like, bow, you know, I'll throw him a couple $100 because I want him to be able to do it. You know, I just think that's important. Again, I'm not trying to like, it doesn't have to be me. It doesn't have to be me. Like, I just trust the creator, man, when it comes to me. But I believe it's good for you to do that as well. And I don't just say that, I live by it as well. I think that this is important. I think this is the biggest trick that people have played is it's like, you know how hard it is to be a truther to try to decide to go full-time making truther content, especially when you talk about the earth also and everything. It's terribly like difficult. And that's why no one does it. And that's why we don't have many people making quality content as truthers. We don't have a ton of people. We should have like full-time professional truthers. And we don't have many of them because it's so difficult. And then the truthers are so like little gamma special boys, and they're just like, oh, he's a shill. He's not perfect. I don't like that he does this. No. He should do it all for free. You know, it's like, yo, we fell for the trick, and I'm not collectivizing myself in that nonsense. So anyway, support what you like or it goes away, and also just liking and sharing. Like, smash the Rogans up, and that's because, of course, Joe Rogan looks like a human thumb. Shouts out to Owen Benjamin, of course. You can smash the like button. That helps. Sharing it helps. I think that truthers don't share videos enough as well. It's just like small little things that, you know, I think that we should do better. Cool. I'll stop big broing you guys. Anyway, thanks for kicking it. I will catch up with you guys tomorrow. Like I said, debate with the BSMA physicist. I think it's going to be Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Jaren will be moderating. It'll be on my channel. Should be cool. Hope to see you there. We'll be having a bunch of shows this week, and then I'll release all the official times. You can go to WitsitGetsIt.live to keep up with everything. You can become a part of our Telegram group. We're going to start popping that off. So yeah, should be cool. Until next time, peace out.
That's for Israel. Wonder, is it real? Rappers acting say they high, say they simple pills. Glorify suicide so they get the deals. Big Pharma set it up, had to flip the pills. Control the music industry until the scripts get filled. Geopolitical started it, they forging it. If news anchors informants who informing them, there's a surplus, but they tell us there are shortages. Credit economy mortgages, dollar that's supported with empty fortresses. But what's important is this report and ships important. Yes, of course it is, but extortion is in accordance with an assortment list of foreign tricks we ignoring, which informing this, informing this. It looked like we were snoring tricked. Pedophilia and the government endorsing it. Yeah, eugenics is exactly what abortion is. You just vilify those insubordinate. Way to matrix engineer, that's unfortunate. Geopolitically, we in a field that's for Israel. Wonder, is it real? Rappers actors say they high, say they sip with pills. Glorify suicide so they get the deals. Big pharma set it up just to flip the pills. Control the music industry until the scripts get filled. Geopolitically, yeah, we in a field that's for Israel. Wonder, is it real?